Great rising, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Dreamy Pisces here. Early morning, getting ready to get my walk in, and I wanted to come and stay consistent because that has been my goal over the past month, is to be consistent. So today I just wanted to share 10 things with you for my shy people, the introverts, my introverted brothers and sisters out there. And just to clarify what that is, that means if you're introverted, you keep to yourself. Like for me, when I was younger, I will say that I was painfully shy. Painfully. And I mean that. When you're an introvert, it affects you physically, mentally, and spiritually when you're around large, loud crowds for a long period of time. Sometimes you just don't want to be in certain environments. You enjoy being by yourself. You enjoy the company of yourself. It's just certain things that kind of bother you because you're more sensitive to stimuli. You're sensitive to people. You're sensitive to noises. You're sensitive maybe even to fabrics. You might be sensitive to smells. Just sensitive to everything. Everything is heightened, so you feel safe when you get into your little, you get into your little corner, your comfort within yourself. You're like, I'm good over here. I got my music, I got my food, I got my whatever it is that I'm doing, and I'm good. No chaos, no distractions, and you enjoy that space. But I want to urge you, if you are an introvert, I actually am going to do this message to inspire you to do the opposite of staying in your comfort zone, because your comfort zone, it really is not going to get you to where you need to be. The comfort zone is definitely going to delay the process of you moving forward, even though I feel that there is balance in everything. So we have to go through those periods where we might, we may lay in bed a little longer. We may get depressed. We might have anger issues. All of this is in balance on your growth journey to unlock who you really are. All that, those emotions, all we're doing is learning how to balance our emotions, and that's been a big part of my journey on my awakening, spiritual awakening. I've had to learn how to control my emotions because when I was younger, I had absolutely no control. Somebody could say something to me, and if it hurt my feelings, I would be distraught. No one would know. I would just go into my comfortable place, and I would cry, and I would sulk, and I would cuss, and I would be just, really distraught on the inside in my little introverted bubble. Nobody can come into this place, but in that place of quote-unquote comfort, it was a lot of melancholy. And you can get stuck there, and sometimes you can stay stuck there for years. So on the spiritual awakening journey, I've come to the conclusion that everything that I didn't want to do, I have to do, and I need to do, and I do. I try things now a lot more than I did in the past. In the past, I would be terrified to, raise my hand. Like if, let's say I went to some sort of a conference, and it's a lot of people there. I might have a question, and because it's so many people, I won't raise my hand because number one, I'm nervous to talk in front of a microphone. I'm nervous for people to look at me. I'm just speaking of my past self, versus who I am now. If I have a question, I'm like, I stand up, I project my voice because I've learned how to talk. I'm not all like this, I'm not talking like this anymore. I'm projecting my voice. I'm making eye contact, and I'm just giving off my energy, not taking on the energy from the people, which creates this fear impulse where when I was public speaking, I would sweat and I would have all the symptoms. I even did a speech one time in high school. I burst into tears in front of my whole class and then ran out of the classroom because I was so overwhelmed with speaking in front of people. But anyway, let's move on. I always like to paint a picture of this introversion, this issue, and there is a cost to it as well. I'm going to save that for another video, though, about why we are introverted. So first, I just want to encourage you. Number one, do what scares you, whatever it is. Like I said, my issue is public speaking, so guess what? I need to speak more. Whatever your issue might be, you need to do it more. What if your issue is I'm afraid to ride a bike. You need to learn how to ride a bike. I'm afraid to, I can dance really good, but I never dance in front of people. You need to dance in front of people. That's going to help to bring, it's going to open up things. It's like a series of movements, of actions, of words, of deeds that have to happen in order to unlock a door. So while you're staying back here in your introvert mode, it's stuff that you're supposed to be completing. And it's nothing big, just stuff that you're supposed to be completing. But your introversion and your comfort zone will not let you get to that door. And so you have to do what scares you. You have to take those steps, unlock that door, and then move to the next step in your journey. Number 2, you need to speak up more. Speak up more. A lot of times introverts, we don't want to have confrontation. Like, I don't really care for confrontation, but now that I'm a lot more mellow and more self-assured and confident, I know who I am. We can argue. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to discuss it. I'm going to share how I feel in a calm manner, share how I feel, and know that my feelings are important. So that's why you should speak up more, because your feelings are important. What you have to say is important. Everybody else in the room might be really, really loud and obnoxious, and you might not have that, that type of obnoxious fire, or confident fire. You don't have to always be obnoxious, but a lot of times the loudest folks, they be super obnoxious, and the introvert is like, well, you just shut up, But anyway, you gotta speak up more. Speak up more, because your voice matters. Number 3, explain yourself more. When you are discussing things, try not to say to yourself, oh, my thoughts don't really, they don't really feel what I'm saying. Don't say, I don't really feel like getting into this conversation, my thoughts, it doesn't even matter. So you may choose not to explain yourself on certain things that you may know. You might know something and you don't share it with people because, 1, maybe you don't feel like it. 2, it's kind of like a hassle. 3, you think, well, maybe they're not going to understand anyway. But I just think that every now and then, go ahead and take the time out just to explain a little deeper with what you're trying to say, even if people might not fully understand what you're trying to say. Number 4, do something different. Step outside of your comfort zone. This whole thing is about stepping outside of your comfort zone. Go somewhere different. Wear something different. Do your hair different. Pull out something that you haven't worn in a long time. Just do something different that's not, so like boring and mundane. Just to get some energy flowing. I realize sometimes when I do something different, and it might be something so small, I used to think that the small things were very trivial, but now I look at everything and I examine everything. So every little teeny thing that I do has energy that needs to be expressed, that is energy being expressed whether I want it to be or not. So I can rev that energy up by doing something different. Wearing a different color. It's going to visually stimulate your mind. It's going to visually stimulate your spirit and your energy. You'll be surprised. Colors really do a lot. Colors and sounds and shapes and all that type of stuff. But seriously, wear something bright and let that energy flow. Number 5. Number 5, okay? Dance and sing. Maybe you're an introvert. You don't like to dance in front of other people. Fine. Close your door. Turn on some music and dance. Have a good time with yourself. Sing. Hum. Hum. It's okay. We don't have to just always be so, just balled up. We can really get balled up. Enjoy yourself. Music is going to lift your vibes. I know for me, I always go straight to Bob Marley, because Bob Marley, just his message was uplift, lively up yourself, and that's what I'm all about. It's like, bring this energy up, bring it up. Number 6, meditate often. So yes, I love meditating. It's important to meditate often because you have to be able to go inside of yourself, close everything off, and remember who you are. You have to remember who you are. That means you have to close everything off, all of your worries, all your cares, what somebody said to you, what you have to do. You have to close it all off. You have to close your eyes and do a series of deep breaths, and even holding your breath, because that helps me too. And go inside and meditate. And some awesome things happen when you can get yourself into a state of meditation. When you meditate, you might find that you feel like you're
flying, you may feel like you're spinning, you may feel like you're just rising up out of your body. It's all types of cool things that happen
when we're able to allow our minds to relax. And it's like you go through this door and you're literally on this other side. Your body is here relaxed, but you are in, physically you're in another I do not want this video to be long. So number 7 and number 8 is to release often and to forgive often. Anybody that's hurt you, you've hurt yourself. People have hurt you. You've hurt other people. You have to, number 1, like, forgive people that have hurt you. Forgive yourself for hurting yourself and release it. Like, it's taken years. It's taken years for me to get to that point, because I was like, no, I'm gonna hold on to it. Nobody's gonna take this pain from me, but I don't want this pain, but I'm gonna hold on to it. And it's like, no, let go. I can't do anything about what happened back in 10, 20 years ago or whatever, but I can use those experiences to teach others. But I have to release my pain. You have to release your hurt. You have to release your baggage. You have to release what happened. You have to find ways to make peace with it. And that's a journey you have to go on. Definitely forgive yourself. You can't forgive nobody else if you don't forgive yourself. Okay? Number 9, you need to create something. Be creative. Arts and crafts, painting, drawing, sculpture, resin. Oh, God, I love resin. Oh, my God. Woodwork. Jewelry, beading, whatever. Like, just do something, create something. Go and get a mandala coloring book from the dollar store and some colored pencils, markers, or crayons, and sit down, turn on some music, and do your mandala art. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. It's going to help you to pull away. It's going to also help to stimulate your creativity, and that's going to just be like a ripple effect. That's going to be a ripple effect to get you to where you need to get to where you need to be, where you want to be. Number 10. It's important that you connect with nature all the time, because nature heals. I walk in a park and it's woods all around, and it's beautiful. And when I was younger, that's what I used to do. Grandparents lived in Hampton, Virginia, and they had a lot of land, and they had a lot of trees on that land. And I can remember just being a child going out there, and I really connected with nature when I was over there, and I still feel that same way. I feel such a desire to be amongst the trees and to be in the sun and to feel the wind blow on my skin. And I talk to the trees, I talk to the flowers, I talk to the squirrels. They're alive like I am. I think you need to say hi to some flowers. I think you need to say hello to a tree, and to the squirrels, and to the insects, to the ground, just everything, and become engulfed in that moment. Let your worries go and just walk in nature and embrace it and love it and accept its healing power, because God, it's just wonderful. I love nature. Nature loves me. Nature loves you. We need to love it, and that's going to help also to build our energy source up. Lively up yourself. Build your energy source up to push you forward to that space that's here. You just have to do certain things. Like I said, you got to do certain things to unlock that door to take you to another level. I hope this video has helped someone. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you like to leave a comment, that's cool too. And I will catch you next time. Peace.